Hi everyone, my name is Omar and welcome back to the Debo's Way. So today's conversation is going to be short and sweet because the concept that we're going to be talking about is something that you can start using as soon as you finish watching this video. And it's also a concept that you can use whenever you start to feel that mental block when you're trying to achieve your goal, or when you're trying to learn a new skill, or when you're trying to study for that midterm that you just can't understand the concepts for. So what is this concept that I'm talking about? It's the power of the yet. Let me explain what that means. But before we start talking about the power of the yet, all I ask of you is one thing. I want you to think about a goal, a skill, or any mental block that you've been facing over the last period, and I want you to relate the concepts that we'll be talking about to help you overcome these challenges. Got the goal? Got the skill? Got the mental challenge? Great. Now it wouldn't be a Debo's Way video without the story time, so you've guessed it, story time. Now during COVID, a lot of the classes were online and recorded, so you could watch all your lectures on 1.5 speed. So then obviously when we went back to in-person classes, my attention span wasn't the best. But then the problem was that before I went to class, I would already tell myself, oh, you can't pay attention in class. So I was already defeated before I even started the battle of trying to pay attention. And this was a problem that I was facing for the first few weeks in the semester. And it was frustrating me a lot. So then I decided to tell my dad about it. I was like, I can't pay attention in class, it's so difficult. And then he told me this. He was like, I want you to rephrase what you just said. Instead of saying, I can't pay attention in class, I want you to change that to, I can't pay attention in class yet. And now when I first heard this concept, of course, Mr. Irrational came knocking and was like, what's adding yet at the end of how you feel about something going to do? But I was in a pretty bad position and I really couldn't pay attention in class. So I told myself, you have nothing to lose. Just try it out. So then I went to class and I told myself, I can't pay attention yet. And then nothing happened. And then I went the second time and I told myself, I can't pay attention yet. And then nothing happened. But then, with the law of accumulation, after trying this out a few times, I went from not being able to pay attention for more than 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and then from 10 minutes to 15 minutes, from 15 to 20, and then by the end of the semester, I was able to pay attention for around 80% of the class, which isn't 100%, but it's definitely better than 0 or 5%. So then after I saw that the power of the yet worked in my ability to pay attention in class, I told myself, well, let's try it out in other aspects of my life. So when I would go to the gym, I would tell myself, I can't lift that weight yet. And now, of course, adding yet at the end of that phrase isn't magically gonna make me lift the weight, but it's gonna give me, or at least help give me, the self-confidence to be able to do it. Because if I don't even believe I'm gonna be able to lift the weight, then how do I expect myself to lift the weight? And now here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about that goal, skill, or mental block that you're trying to overcome. And with whatever it is, maybe you're studying for a final exam and there's a concept that you're not able to understand. Instead of telling yourself, I don't understand this, tell yourself, I don't understand this yet. And you can apply this in every single thing you're trying to achieve. And by the way, if you've been telling yourself for days, weeks, or maybe even years that you can't do something, you're not gonna go from not having any belief in yourself to having 100% belief in yourself. You're gonna go from 0% belief to 1% belief, from 1% to 2%, from 2% to 3%, and then you're gonna build your way up. And with the law of accumulation, I promise you, you will reach there. But be patient with yourself. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that I've given you something to think about. And now there's two things I want you to remember. If you don't believe in yourself, then how do you expect yourself to achieve what you want? And the next time you find yourself saying, I can't do this, I want you to try and change that to I can't do this yet. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Peace!